come in and introduce yourself.
What? What do you... Zoom, ha. Yeah, Hi, everybody. I'm Upset Tugboat.
I am the Baron. I wanted to see what Back to the Future would look like with Eric Stoltz, and it was horrible. And I've been trying to change that mistake ever since. It's been thousands of years, but I'm so close.
No spoiler, man. You must accept things for the way they are.
Yeah, never.
Well then, wow.
Okay, Back to the Future is even worse now, but I can change it.
No more.
It's called Forward to the Future now, but I can change it.
Well, why?
Because it sucks with Eric Stoltz. I always read about it on the internet about how Eric Stoltz was fired from Back to the Future. I was like, what would it be like with Eric Stoltz? I don't even know who he is. And it turned out it was horrible. He had no charisma. He forgot all his lines and they couldn't cut around it. It's terrible.
Well, we can always do a remake.
A remake? Is that even a worse idea? Or not? I don't know.
Well, it is, but we do it anyway.
Okay.
Why? Who knows?
Yeah. Well, no one really knows why he... Well, the rules don't make any sense in this universe, but that's fine.
Yeah, just go with the flow, guys.
Anyway, yep. Yes, my skit is over. We can actually do the thing.
Okay. Hi. I'm Upset Tugboat. Or we did, yeah. I'm Upset Tugboat. You're the Baron.
Yeah.
We just watched the Flash movie. First, non-spoilers. I don't know. It's a movie.
Yeah, it's with no spoilers. Well, how far would we go with spoilers? Would we say that he goes back in...
I guess whatever's in the trailer.
I didn't watch the trailer.
Well, yeah, he goes back in time.
Yeah, to try to save somebody, but...
Well, he wants to save his mom.
But of course, messing with time is bad.
Yeah, because...
For whatever reason.
You never think about the consequences of your actions.
Nope.
It's always because...
So you need a movie to learn to think about the consequences of your action. But actually what you do learn is there's no consequences to your action because everything just reboots to the way it was anyway.
Yeah, you just go back even further and stop yourself from changing time, and then everything goes back to normal.
And yeah, that's about it. It's it's got random stuff in there like with the Spider-Man movie, there are things you can and can't, or you're allowed to change and not allowed to change, but what they are, it's kind of arbitrary.
Yeah, their whole time mechanic thing is not very well.
It seems to only...
It's just...
Yeah, it works to make the character, an individual character, learn a lesson.
Yes.
No, not everyone in the world, just one person.
Yeah.
And the way he changes time.
Yeah, like one person learns a lesson and then obliterates the whole world they learned the lesson in.
There are people who disappear because he won that people would want to stay alive.
Yeah.
And they never really address that actually in anything, even Star Trek when they pull that crap. And I'm talking about new Star Trek. Well, probably old stuff too, but like the new one.
They do that in all the Star Treks.
Except
the first one, they kind of did it. Well, they did the whole. If you change one thing, the whole future will change.
Yeah.
Badly, so we have to not mess with the timeline at all, no matter how much we want to change something. If we really want to.
But another thing I'm thinking about is in Strange New Worlds where... the time can't... the main captain goes back in time and changes time, and then they say you can't do that. So he changes time back. But in the show that he changes time in, Balance of Terror, there's a character who dies. And then... So he dies in the show, so then what they don't address is that the character has to die in order for the timeline to keep going. And they even do show the wife, but they don't even... She has nothing to say about their fate, basically.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's basically they come up with these really complicated plots that don't need to be complicated, so they get messy, and then they just come up with crap to try to smooth over it, and it just doesn't really work in the end.
Yeah. That's why we were writing our own time travel story.
Well, we can't say it in a spoiler, though, can we? Well, it's not a spoiler for this movie, is it?
I mean, no. But yeah, like we wrote our own time travel story.
Do you want to put up a little sign here that says spoilers for Indiana Jones 5?
No.
Okay.
People need to know this.
Yes.
Need to know that Disney ripped us off.
Yeah, and BBC before them
Yeah.
with our ghost play.
Yeah.
Because we had a whole... Well, you were explaining it.
Yeah, because the Indiana Jones... Turns out the Dial of Destiny is made by Archimedes to help him fight the Romans at Syracuse. This is kind of exactly our plot line for our time travel story.
Yeah, where he's here. Yeah, where Archimedes discovers time travel and gets people to help him with the Battle of Syracuse.
Yeah.
Siege of Syracuse.
Except ours was better.
Yeah, and we went to other places too.
And original. Yeah, we did our own
original
story. With
And we-
original characters.
And we did not force an old actor to de-age either.
Yeah.
Actually, I was thinking, so they are doing time travel, but I was thinking that at one point, oh wait, is the dial actually just like the CG machine that dials back his aging?
Yeah.
So, you touch the dial, like, and then, the more wrinkles disappear and the more like a ghost you look.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's not the movie we're talking about
Yeah.
today. Because there's actually a lot of crap that happens in this movie.
Yeah, this is
2.5 hours.
2.5 hours long. Did not need to be. So yeah, the Flash, played by Ezra Miller.
Yeah, he plays both of us.
Yeah, there's two Ezra Millers in this movie. An old one and a young one.
And I guess, still, yeah, spoiler free, right?
Yeah, I don't know. We get,
Well, even older one after that.
Yeah, and even
That's me, I'm super
Yeah,
old.
our
I live
spoiler
more than you
right
can
here.
imagine.
that Walmart spoiled for you.
Yeah, because they just put it up there. It's called, what is it called? Like Bad Flash or
Dark
something?
Flash.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have two Ezra Millers, and they go on a wacky time adventure. Well, no, they
Peabody and Sherman.
yeah, they go to Barry Allen, the first old Barry Allen goes back in time to try to save his mom.
Yeah, it'd be just like Peabody and Sherman if everything was about Sherman's life and only went back in time in his life
Yeah,
and concentrate only on him.
yeah, and then he discovers he screwed up the future because Zod has come to Earth again,
I am Zod.
and this time there's no Superman or any of the other superheroes except for an old Batman, Michael Keaton Batman.
And of course, I do remember him saying, "Oh, the aliens are here, but there's no Superman to save us this time." But it still turns out the aliens would not have gone there unless Superman existed,
Yeah.
came to Earth. So it's still his fault.
Well, didn't really have any choice in the matter. But,
No, what I mean is like the superheroes always bring villains
well, oh yeah.
because they need, I guess, villains that are tough enough to fight them.
Yeah, the heroes always create their own villains somehow.
Yeah.
Anyway, and yeah. They also, big spoilers, they save the day. Well, no, they don't. And
I guess this is a man versus man conflict, or man versus self conflict in the.
yeah, because there really is no real villain exactly. Like there's, like the fight with Zod they have to prepare for at the end, but like he doesn't really do anything in between. We talk about him and see him. Also, the spoiler doesn't really do anything either until the very, very end, where he just appears and then dies.
Yeah. I guess the bad guy was in our heart the whole time. In this movie.
Exactly. Turns out the real villain was our own Hubris.
Yes. Oh, do you want to start from the beginning then? Because I got my notes here.
Yes.
All right. So, movie starts with a day in the life with Flash, where he tries to get enough food for the day, and apparently one sandwich is probably enough to do quite a lot of things, actually.
It's like one big sandwich.
Well, yeah, but like,
Takes a very long time to.
you have to move a 200-pound guy across the country in 30 seconds. Like, that's a lot of energy you need.
Yeah.
And I guess a sandwich, or, well, it has good metabolism, I guess.
Yeah, he has speed metabolism.
And,
It shouldn't really work like that.
yeah.
Like his
And,
metabolism's like super speeded. He would age and die instantly.
oh yeah, aging, yeah. And this Flash-centric movie begins with 5 minutes in with Batman showing up and shooting at stuff.
Yeah, with or Ben Affleck
Oh,
Batman.
this one.
This
One
the
with
new
the
Ben
longer
Affleck
face.
Batman.
Yeah.
Not
Not-
this guy. Not the Justice League.
2021.
He is I guess the Joss Whedon Justice League Batman. This is the Schneider Batman. Here's the Whedon Batman.
Yeah.
We get the Whedon Batman for this one.
Yeah.
Who's all goofy and aloof and all that.
And he's rich. That's his superpower.
Yeah.
And yet, I like the look of these different Supermen though, where, like in the modern Superman, it's just a whole lot unnecessary detail, I guess, for the cameras
Yeah.
or something. Well, like it's all very just
Oh yeah. So this is the animated
slick.
one.
Yeah.
This is like a regular comic book one.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And the Flash has that too, where he has a lot of. Well, you can probably
Yeah.
show.
Yeah, so you can see.
He's got
Yeah,
lots of the
boxes.
like bits on there just for show.
Yeah.
I guess cameras are better now, so they pick that up. Of course, I got all this stuff sticking out of me, so
Yeah. There's a reason for that, it turns out.
I think so. I can't remember now.
It's just kind of dumb, but I guess we'll get to it.
You get stabbed with something?
Yeah, well, we'll get to it.
Okay.
It's a spoiler.
But yeah, so then the Flash shows up. He saves some babies whose necks should have been broken, and a dog ad in the final credits.
Yeah.
This is another tradition where they took out the credits from the beginning and stuck it in the back.
Yeah, the intro was kind of. I guess it was kind of a. I thought it was like a funny, kind of very Flash kind of situation or scenario where he has to like save all these falling babies from a skyscraper, and there's this guy who I don't know, some upstart villain who stole a world-killing virus that the hospital just has. So I guess that's where you keep all of your humanity-ending viruses, just in some random hospital. Yeah, but then Batman has to go and chase down the guy in the big truck with the virus.
Oh yeah,
While
so
the Flash saves all the babies.
special effects. Yeah, it's really getting obvious how they're like speeding this up because those
Yeah.
the babies, and I don't know what they were going for in that flash bulb or whatever they call it. Yeah, the flash bulb, where he sees all his history, and and they're like it looks like it's not finished rather than stylized. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it almost like that. You remember Star Trek 4 where they go back in time and you see like these sculptures of their heads
Yeah.
and they're all kind of weird. I thought they were. It was almost like that, but it more looked like they weren't able to do special effects properly rather than like a stylistic choice. Because I would have liked them to have done it a bit more stylistically. Because they got a lot of repeating images, I guess, around the whole bulb. But like they could like make them look more, I don't know, mannequin or time-like or something different.
Yeah, like he goes, his time travel powers kick in all of a sudden.
Oh yeah, because he's runs faster than light or something.
Yeah.
Well, he has like a bad memory of his mom being killed, and we never actually see the murder.
Yeah.
So that's probably for another movie, actually.
Or it could just be like some random guy, like you said, like some random guy may have came in thinking it was empty and it was bad timing for whatever.
Well, the only reason why I think otherwise is because usually in movies when they don't show you the actual thing, it means they have another secret to show you later on.
Yeah.
Especially in movies like these where it can be like later on.
Yeah, but I don't like that. I like it when it's just sort of like just a random crime that
Well,
just happened.
I think that's what it should have been, but I
Well-
feel like that's... Well, because this movie, there's not going to be a sequel. It doesn't matter, I'm assuming.
Yeah. But no, I think it's like better when even for like Batman and stuff, like it was just a random criminal that did it and not really, it wasn't the Joker or his
I thought-
ultimate nemesis. It was just like it's more.
Well, the way they were doing it, they didn't
I don't
show
know.
it. I thought it was actually going to be like Bad Flash who did it in the end or something.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was going to be, but I guess that's
or the dad himself, but they say nope, dad didn't do it, and they just don't talk about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they just don't show the rando at all. Yeah, so like like after the big battle, he decides to look at his house for some reason and goes through his whole past. We get a nice 5-minute scene of everyone going, "Oh, isn't life happy? I'm so happy. Are you happy? Yes, I'm happy. Then we're all happy."
I love you.
And then next scene, I'm brutally stabbed. But that's just the way stories go anyway, I guess. Yeah, so what, did you have something else? Or continue on?
I guess that.
Because the main... we didn't really say what the main story is. So, like, he decides, well, you know what? I want my mom again, so I'm going to bring her back to life. He does... he gives her the can of soup that the dad has to leave for.
Yeah.
And that means that the dad doesn't leave and she doesn't get murdered. And so and so then he does that. He doesn't become the Flash, and he goes back to when he's... Oh, no, he gets... I punch him out as he's trying to mess... No.
Yeah. Like, he puts the can in your cart, and then...
But then
when he tries to go back, he gets punched by Spoiler Guy.
Oh, yeah, and then he gets punched into the day he was transformed into the Flash. And he's 18, and he's different.
Yeah, well, like, there's him, and then there's another Barry Allen, who's his kid, his 18-year-old kid.
See, this is what I think you should be actually doing with multiverse stuff that they never do. And Batman is an example of the wrong thing. Where they have like a Batman, or in all the superheroes, they have like, your superhero, you go to the different universe and it's a different superhero with a different person altogether sometimes. And so basically you don't get to really like, they don't get to meet each other properly actually, and you don't really get to see them interact and like learn things about themselves. And here, like, he gets to like interact with himself, and he learns how annoying he is and everything. He gets to be more self-aware because of it.
Yeah.
And well, with this, like, we get to see Keaton again in here, but like it doesn't affect his character whatsoever by being a multiverse Batman.
Yeah. There's kind of really no point to having Keaton Batman.
Other than just for the fun of it.
Yeah, just to draw the crowd in.
Which I wouldn't be against. Maybe we won't talk about right now, but like they still have these story beats that extend the movie on beyond what it needs to be by having, the hero is given the call, then they refuse it, and every person goes through that in this show, and that really pads things out.
Yeah.
Oh, and okay, no, the other thing, he has a job. Oh, and he has a job, I guess, for legal reasons to help his dad out. But like, the whole point of having like a league is that you pool all your resources together, right? Mm-hmm. And you fight things. So couldn't they feed and lodge the Flash, or anyone who couldn't afford to feed and lodge themselves?
Yeah.
Like, do they need to have a job? Like,
they could, but for some reason they.
I would think it would take a world. But it takes a lot of like important time of saving the world.
Yeah.
Like, they even have it in the movie where Superman's busy with a volcano while a robbery's going on.
Yeah.
Because there's not enough superheroes about. So like, he can't have a job and do it at the same time.
Yeah, I guess they would probably work more like the Avengers, where they have like their own like base and place to like, or like a place to like plan and arm up and all that.
Well, I think they even in Spider-Man well, actually, I didn't see the last one. Is he completely cut out of the Avengers at the end of Spider-Man? Number 3?
I don't know.
No.
I think so.
Because like in the first 2 movies, he had like he didn't know he was a poor kid because there was Stark there just to give him everything.
Yeah. No. He was at the end of the multiverse. What was it called?
No Way Home. Yeah.
At the end of No Way Home, Peter Parker was alone again in like a crappy apartment, being Spider-Man by himself. So I think he's out of the Avengers in this new universe.
Yeah. Anyway, that was just a weird observation about why does he have a job. Didn't seem murder.
Well, he also had like he's sort of forensic.
But yeah, that's the other thing. Like he wants to learn how to like solve crime so he
Yeah.
can exonerate his. But then they do use like magical Bruce
Yeah.
Wayne tech to exonerate him,
Yeah.
and which is weird. Like they just trusted, I guess. Like, did they not look it over? Did they look over what the Bruce Wayne did so that? Because like AI deepfakes are just super simple now.
Yeah.
Like,
Maybe not in that universe. I don't know.
but like I would assume Bruce Wayne would have the tech now to be able to
But
mess with the evidence. Because actually, I don't know. Maybe they're not in that. Or no, was it? No, was it the George Clooney Bruce Wayne who? Is that whose company? The one who who helped him with the evidence? Because at the end, it's revealed he's in the George Clooney universe.
yeah, spoilers. George Clooney's in this.
So like when they say Wayne fixed this evidence,
Yeah,
like is
from-
that the Wayne
they
who
said
fixed
from
it?
the Wayne text. So yes, we're gonna assume that
It's
is
the George Clooney guy.
George Clooney. Yeah.
So yeah, George Clooney did that. Oh yeah, I already said here it could be shorter with the because it's both Batman and Super Lady who decides not to.
Yeah,
answer
Supergirl's
the
in
call.
this.
Yeah, they don't even give her a name actually.
Well, no, they said like in that one quick little thing, like she's like, "Do you know what this S means?" And he was like, "Supergirl."
But I don't think they ever go, "Hey, Supergirl, watch out!" or "Supergirl, can you help me write this letter to my
Yeah,
mom?"
no, yeah, it's just Kara Zor-El.
Oh yeah, I guess she has her
She has like a proper name.
proper name, yeah. But they didn't give her a super name.
You know, yeah, and they do like this meta jokes, which I'm getting kind of tired of.
Yeah.
It's like, "Oh, Superman, what kind of name is that? That's dumb."
Or yeah, they and they have the nostalgia quotes too, like you want to get nuts.
Yeah, that.
Let's get nuts. As the bats fly past him behind him for the
That was
dramatic
awful.
effect. Yeah.
It didn't even make sense.
And he
sad.
really flops around, or he flies around there a lot more than he used to. He's a lot more agile in his old age than he
Yeah.
was as a young guy.
Yeah.
But then, you know what? I wonder. Well, I guess he probably got fit for the movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, he would not have probably trained the same amount like these guys.
No,
do
he's like what,
nowadays.
70 years old now.
Well, I mean, like even back in '89, because even the stuff he was doing they probably didn't do as much kicking and jumping as they do now.
Yeah.
He actually punched a lot in that, and even that they even did the how much do you weigh scene, and like in the original
Yeah.
movie, he's just standing in one spot,
Yeah.
and then they just go up.
Before he blasted rocket fuel in the faces of all these soldiers.
Yeah, I guess they don't care about killing or not killing anymore.
Yeah,
in
well,
the
no,
series.
that Batman doesn't care about killing.
Well, like I don't care necessarily myself, but it seems like at one point the series was like making a point, and now they don't care anymore. So I don't know what's the deal with
Yeah. They
what
do-
loss of life here, because these guys are because they just go to like Russia. I guess it's Soviet Russia is like why it's different too. So these are just guys that they're shooting down.
Stop pointing at me.
Well, I was.
It's
But yeah,
rude
they're
to point.
so it's just guys that they're shooting at.
Yeah. CGI guys.
Like at the end of, well, they also do this at the end of Expendables 3, I think it is, where Mel Gibson's a bad guy, and he has the entire army of some country attack the Expendables, and they just kill all of them. But these guys are obviously just like 19-year-olds who are probably conscripted.
Yeah. Yeah, they were just like, they're soldiers that probably like conscripted. They're like just doing the jobs.
Yeah,
doing
well,
their
they'd
jobs.
be.
They're,
Well,
they're protecting their facility against invading force.
yeah, like they. Yeah, and that's a really dangerous person they have in
Yeah.
in that bulb there too.
Yeah, like first thing she did when she got out was kill a whole bunch of people.
Kill all of them, yeah.
Yeah. Give it.
Well, because now we've made her mad, so now we really can't.
Yeah.
I know we messed up, but now we probably can't let her go.
Well, at least get her therapy first or something.
They let her keep her clothes for some reason.
Yeah, like just lying on the ground for.
Did she take them off, or did they force them off, and then they just left them there? Or
I
did they fall off her when she got too skinny?
don't know.
Because it just.
She was wearing like a
Oh, right.
medical gown.
Yeah, she had a medical
And
gown.
her clothes were just like there on the floor next to her, so.
Yeah, I don't need to study that for any reason, I guess.
No.
The alien tech, even clothes, that's
Yeah.
not interesting.
And I guess we're in spoilers anyway, so. Now, so yeah, so just. go talk about whatever.
Well, so yeah, the weird. So they have basically the same plot as that other. I never seen No Way Home, but Across the Spider-Verse, the second one,
Oh yeah.
where they have multiple. Well, first of all, they don't have multiverse this time because that's what the other guys do. Marvel. They have timelines, and so if you change something in the timeline, then the timeline, everything changes in the timeline,
Yeah.
the past and the future. So just cause. And not only that, there are things you can change and other things that have to happen, otherwise the universe just collapses for some unknown reason. And it's the same with Spider-Man, where it's like, yeah, you can't change it. Why? Because that's the laws of nature, I guess. And they don't really go into, or don't even say that either. Like, that's just nature, like the same. They don't even say like the same reason why you can't stop a tidal wave. It's nature.
I don't really explain that.
But they don't explain it like that.
Yeah. It's like spaghetti.
Yeah, it's like spaghetti and everything. Yeah, so it's
If you don't let spaghetti be spaghetti, then pour tomato sauce over it, then the universe will implode.
well, I guess specifically because Flash's mom was alive, it changed the past of Superman. Yeah, so basically, because that meant that Zod could attack, because there was no Superman to protect them, because he was dead. Zod killed him.
Okay, why?
Why did Zod kill him?
No, I mean, why is this where Zod appears again if everything else has changed? Why is the '89 Batman in the universe with the Snyderverse Zod?
He didn't have aliens in his universe.
Yeah, like this.
I guess the one thing,
Or
Ben
I guess-
Affleck probably said no anyway if they did ask him.
I mean, well, no, because he created a spaghetti fulcrum.
Yeah, spaghetti fulcrum.
So if you go back and change one thing, the whole world will be destroyed by some kind of enemy.
Yeah, I don't know if it's going to or meant to show up in another movie or what.
Yeah.
Stunt guy. Oh yeah, lots of stunt guys. Bruce Wayne. Well, I guess for story reasons, it's a twist that it's not Ben Affleck, but the guy doing all the kicks and flips and jumps has his face obscured by his long hair,
Yeah.
and they do that a lot. So that's probably why they get people like Michael Keaton and Ben Affleck back, is because they can just
Right.
fake it mostly.
Right. Yeah. Just sort of.
Where did we get to?
I don't remember. I think we were like, Ezra Miller goes back in time, meets his younger self, and hates his younger self. And then they find, and then Zod. Oh, he tells his younger self about this family he wasn't able to save in this first Zod attack, where this kid, he grabbed this kid, but he couldn't save the dad. Then we see them again in the future Zod attack, but Flash doesn't save either of them this time.
No, just forgot about him.
So what was the point of that?
Like the
story
husband
then?
in that Star Trek show.
Yes. What was the point of that? That's something that they could have taken out and not changed
Yeah.
anything.
No, that's the thing. There's so many stuff they could take out. It's 2 hours 24. Like, it's 2 hours. You could do 2 hours very easily with this.
Yeah.
Make it even shorter if you want. Cut out some unnecessary characters.
Yeah, but so they have to go find Batman. But it's not Ben Affleck Batman, it's
Michael,
Michael Keaton Batman.
who we don't have here.
Yeah, because we couldn't find it. We couldn't get him. Yeah, but he apparently was super popular, I guess.
Yeah,
And
more than Ben Affleck, I guess.
yeah, so we got to see the Batmobile and the Batcave.
Yeah,
But like, just like sitting there doing nothing.
yeah.
We got to see the Batwing again.
Yeah, you could just like watch the movie for that, though.
Yeah.
You know. And with streaming, it's all there too.
Yeah, like I find it kind of hard to be nostalgic for things when you can just like go back and watch them on streaming anytime you want.
Because yeah, it's not like, oh, I remember that. It's like I just watched it. Like I know it.
Yeah, and yeah, so then they go and they fight Zod. Then Supergirl and Batman die. So
The
They
Supergirl
have-
that they saved.
Yeah, young Flash says, "Oh, we have to go back in time and save them." So they do, and then they realize, "Oh no, they die again." So they go back in time again, and then they die again because they didn't do it. And then they go like, "Oh," and each time they go back in time, young Barry Allen gets a piece of shrapnel shot into him. So it does that happens like over and over and over again for 1,000 times apparently, and he turns into this.
Damn you, Eric Stoltz.
Yeah. Why didn't you take the pieces out?
Does it matter? As Ezra Miller says when Ezra Miller asks, "How do you know about Mom dying?" I didn't tell you. As other Ezra Miller says, "Does it matter?"
Kind of. Like, what, are you spying on us? What is...
Well, that's why I was thinking maybe Barry Allen might have killed Mom at some. I don't know the what do you call it? The lore, like in the Flash, because they got 8 seasons of the TV show too, dealing with the mom as well.
Yeah.
Like, is it somewhere in the lore that it was the dad or Flash who actually killed him?
That it was the Reverse Flash that killed her.
In the lore.
In the TV show, yeah.
Oh, okay. Was he like Yellow Flash, or is he slow?
Yes, he's Flash by the yellow costume.
So then wouldn't
And Red
the
Lightning.
opposite of Flash be like
You're like super slow.
super turtle,
Yeah.
tortoise? The tortoise.
Yes. Should be.
You can't see him move, I guess, but he's moving imperceptibly.
Yeah. Like when you look at him, it looks like he's not moving at all, so you just ignore him.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Just
just
statue.
Yes.
And then 3 years later, he kills you.
Exactly. I think maybe the first season. I think maybe the first season of the Flash show is probably better than this movie.
How much of Flash did you watch?
Most of it,
Oh, okay, I haven't seen any of it.
I guess I think up until season 8.
Yeah, I've heard that season 8 is coming out. I think it's the last one.
Well, it's like or on the 10th season now, I think.
Oh, well then I'm wrong. Oh, maybe it just showed up on one of the streamers then.
Yeah,
Maybe that's what it was.
Right now, it's going on for a long time. It's first 2 seasons are pretty good.
Yeah, probably
That's it.
told their story, and then it's like, now we need more seasons. But
Yes,
we got-
actually.
Yeah, exactly.
They kind of repeat the same thing twice.
Yeah.
Like for the first the plot line for the first season, they kind of repeated it for the second season.
Well, that's the problem with like character growth, where it's like if you have a story that ends with character growth in it, then what do you do?
Yeah.
You have to, like, you already told the story. Well, I guess just tell it again because the character has to grow in it.
Well, actually, in the series, they have his daughter come back in time, and so Barry has to teach his daughter how to be the Flash,
And we get Lady Flash.
which is an interesting idea, where like he's sort of like he was the student, now becomes the mentor.
Okay.
But of course they did it bad, and it was it was a bad season, and it went. It's not very good after the first 2 seasons.
Oh, that's good. Maybe I'll watch it then. Just the first 2.
It's a CW show.
Yeah, it's where all the super people go for DC.
But yeah, like the Flash started during like the first what do you call it? Flash during the early ages with the Arrowverse, where they had like, you remember like the Green Arrow TV show that came out that everybody liked for first couple seasons.
Yeah. And then it exploded.
Well, I guess you don't watch those shows, do you?
No, I don't. No, as I said, I like movies because they're 2 hours.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to spend 10 hours.
But
Or
yeah.
20 or 100.
This movie really felt like a CW show.
Oh, and this movie also says the movies are real.
Oh yeah.
Because like they go to all the movie Superman and Flashes, and even what's his name, Nicolas Cage fighting the giant spider.
Yes.
They have
yeah,
that
Nicolas
reference.
Cage, Superman. They have like a whole bunch of all these Supermans, except for Henry Cavill. And Henry Cavill, except
Did
for
they
him.
have Brandon Routh?
No, I didn't see him.
Because that's why I was thinking, like, why didn't... Yeah, like, I was trying to think, they had a super lady, but no Superman. But it's like, oh yeah, they don't really have anyone who would be willing to do it. Or
Yeah.
they'd want for it. Because, yeah, like, Brandon Routh, who's that? No one will remember. And
Well, he's basically
Caviezel's just like, I'm tired of this.
Brandon Ralph is basically Christopher Reeve anyway. So they had Christopher Reeve in there, so...
Ah, okay. Oh wait, he's in Supergirl, isn't he? As Superman or something like that.
No. Supergirl was a movie, but Superman was not in that.
No, they have a Supergirl TV show now.
Oh yeah, that TV show.
But oh yeah, my point is though, Supergirl, it was all right, I guess. But I thought they were going to do like a Soviet Supergirl and be a bit different. But that'd be cool if they did that. Maybe she was locked up for trying to like help everybody by the Soviet government or something like that, you know? But they just no, it's just that she crash landed and they took her and she's supposed to protect baby Superman, but Zod got to him first and sucked the baby blood out of him, I guess. And just like he sucked out the blood of Supergirl. Actually, I'm gonna see if I can't find that Supergirl toy.
Yeah.
Or what, Karen Al? What was her name?
Kara Zor-El.
So she's a Karen then, is she?
Yes.
In what do you call it? In Krypton?
Yes. Yeah. I guess that's it. But for the story,
Oh, and then it kind of it ends with the dad getting let out,
Yeah.
but it's not quite his universe because George Clooney shows up at the end saying I'm Batman.
yeah, so after Flash learns not to mess with time, he decides it's a good idea to mess with time
Yeah.
because he just let his mom die.
Yeah, that's
but
right.
He changed it just enough to get his dad out of jail.
Okay, so he says at the beginning about time travel, like Bruce Wayne says to him when he talks about time travel, don't change anything, not even a little bit. And he says, not a little, no, not a little bit. And then he changes it a lot, and things go badly. Then he just changes it a little bit, and then it's all fine. So it turns out, just change a little bit. Very tiny corner of time,
Yeah.
and it'll be fine.
And then Batman becomes George Clooney.
Yeah. Because, is there a future that's being written then? If there's, your timelines can split?
Yes.
Because,
I don't
who says, whatever timeline you're in is the one that isn't the one that's supposed to be anyway? I'm sure everyone living that timeline would be like, I want to live. I don't want to be
Yeah.
exterminated, so that's your timeline. The supposed true one
Yes.
can keep going.
Yes.
They've never ever just explored this yet. They did once in Star Trek, but then I think it was Kim said, "I don't care," and then killed everyone in the future anyway.
Yeah.
Because I guess they
It
became
was
bitter with
the
time.
Captain Janeway who murdered all those future children on the
Oh.
Voyager.
Well, I guess they did it twice then, because they did that. Yeah. Oh yeah. But they did that.
Oh, yeah.
Killed all the Borg, but it was when Kim and Chakotay were by themselves,
Right,
and they
that
find the
Other episode.
Voyager in the ice.
Yeah.
And then LeVar Burton's like, what about all the people alive now? You've had your chance. He's like, no, we want our chance back.
Well-
Screw everyone alive. Because there'd be a lot of people who would not be alive as a consequence of changing time back.
Yes.
And that's all I
Don't
have
do
to
time
say.
travel stories.
Yeah, don't do time travel stories unless...
Or at least don't.
Like, Back to the Future at least didn't mess around too much with
Yeah.
stuff.
Or at least don't do like it will obliterate. Don't bring up the fact.
Or
like,
don't-
depressing things like it's gonna kill a lot of people or something. If you want to have like a fun little story, just do a fun little story.
Yeah, it's
Don't-
more about having fun with the time travel a bit,
Yeah.
about, the tricks you can do and whatnot. Like, don't get into the mechanics too much.
Yeah. Just have fun.
Like, I would say the best time travel story is Bill and Ted. They probably use it the most correctly, I think, out of all the movies
Yeah.
for time travel.
Yeah.
So check that one out if you want. And Star Trek 4 too. Well, the Star Treks are okay because they don't deal with multiverses all that much. They just mess around with stuff and they come back and assume everything's okay.
Yeah. All right.
So watch Star Trek 4 instead.
Yeah, it's just fun.
Because this is, I guess it's loud and everything, but it's so long. I said I liked Transformers, and it turns out everyone else hates it, but it was only 2 hours. And there was a bad guy in it.
And it was bad.
But this one, this one I would give a sideways thumbs, I guess. I wouldn't necessarily recommend it. Well, if I don't recommend it, I guess that's a thumbs down, but...
I give it a. I don't care, see it or not. I don't care.
Well, it's more like, if someone asked you, would you see the movie? Would you bother?
If I didn't do a review show, probably would not have went and saw this.
Right. I may have
Out of
still because
10.
Batman was in it,
I didn't like that Batman.
but I would not like. Well, it turned out bad as I thought it would, but I don't know. Batman's the only thing I still like about superheroes. It's pretty much Batman, and that's it. Can't stand anyone else really. Well, maybe Spider-Man's gone all weird.
Just
now.
stop making it meta.
Yeah, you can stop making it meta. Well, that's the thing. They've told all the stories, right? So all you can do is start making things meta because there's nothing else to do.
I mean, just like, well, we just still do. Like, stop making all these meta jokes. Like, you're not Joss Whedon.
Are we done with our review?
No.
Oh, you got more things to say?
Yes, I wanted. So some couple of things I thought that were dumb. It's like in the beginning, the Batman chase, where like the Flash is saving the babies, the Batman's chasing all these guys in the truck, and these guys are shooting back at him, and all the bullets are flying everywhere into all the other cars.
Yeah, and he has like even the Keaton Batman later on has like invincible
And-
armor or something.
And like this Batman is like blowing up cars while there's people on the streets running away. And they blow up a truck, which killed lots of people. Oh, and then this thing where Wonder Woman shows up, and like the Batman's like, this Batman is like, oh hey Wonder Woman, how you
Oh, yeah.
going?
Everyone has a crush on Wonder Woman, I guess.
Well, it's like that. That's all Batman acts.
No,
That is not the Snyderverse Batman.
Oh yeah, they have like joke stuff too, where it's like I'm insecure because my parents are dead
Yeah.
and stuff like that, and they didn't really give
Meta
a context.
jokes.
It would. I think that's a joke that could have worked, except for they just start saying things for no real reason. Like, do you just like why would they say that as soon as the whip's on them? Why wouldn't they say
Yeah,
like
they just start talking.
I pee sitting down or something instead or something like that?
Uh,
Like, wouldn't you have to ask a question?
yes,
But that's the joke.
it's a dumb joke. This, like the Snyder. This is supposed to be like the same Batman that was in Batman v Superman. Like he was going. He went from I'm
you
gonna
believe?
kill all of you. I'm gonna kill
Oh,
Superman.
yeah.
I'm gonna kill all you guys in that
Such an
world. I'm
angry
gonna
dude.
kill, murder, and yeah, I hate yeah. To hey, Wonder Woman. Hey, hey, whoa.
Yeah. I have no words now. I can't talk to girls.
So yeah, it's dumb, and like the explanation for time travel works was also dumb. And the time travel was, but, and then we have, and then with that kid and his dad, in the Barry Allen's heart-to-heart talk with himself, they kind of just disappeared. There's like no point to them. And also the end credits scene, absolutely no point to it.
I like the dog one though. The final credits.
Well, yeah,
scene, I guess.
like the well, not mid credit, but the credits
Or whatever you
scene.
call
with
it. The actual credit scene.
Yeah, it flashed back to the babies falling from the skyscraper, and there was just the dog there, and the dog was just sort of in the center while the Flash was like zooming around.
I think that would have been a better sequence actually if it was just
Yeah,
that,
maybe.
and then it was we were seeing it from the dog's point of view, and the Flash was doing all that stuff around him. We didn't have to see all that other
Yeah,
weird stuff.
and the running, and like Barry Allen's dumb running thing
Oh yeah, what's his stance?
is like
Oh, but he does his leg thing.
yeah,
Yeah, I think he even touches it sometimes. Yeah.
It's whoosh, 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 whoosh. This it looks like he's skating actually, like power skating.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, they do that. When he's like running really fast, he goes into slow motion, and everything
Yeah.
else goes really fast. It's like almost like a video game character
Right.
actually.
That's a dumb running thing, and the CGI is terrible. Looked like Spider-Man 1 CGI, like the Tobey Maguire one. Looks like that kind of CGI was all just cartoony in a 3D world. And yeah, so I guess the things I liked, I don't know, the emotional stuff I guess kind of worked. Yeah, all that. But one thing I didn't do was forget about all the horrible crimes Ezra Miller did.
Oh yeah.
Just like the director, like a month ago, or a few weeks ago, came out and said, when you watch this movie, you'll just forget about the Ezra Miller being a crazy lunatic that went on a rampage in Hawaii. You'll forgive him for that because he's such a great actor.
Forgive me.
And yeah, I know. I didn't think his
The real Ezra Miller.
yeah, and
Continue on.
I didn't think his performance was that good. That he made me forget about his crimes. So yeah, that's about it.
What? How good they have to be before we forgive them of their crimes? What?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess you need like at least 3 Oscars.
Yeah. Okay. You've got 3 Oscars. You can have 1 cult.
Yeah. And play the Joker really, really terribly.
Oh yeah.
Jared Leto is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Was not in this movie.
No.
Anyway, so I guess that's it. That's all I've got.
Oh yeah. I'm amazed they didn't have any villain references with Batman there. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so what were...
We already said 20 minutes ago if we recommended it or not.
Okay, so yeah. Just go back 20 minutes to see if we recommend it. Anyway, what are you doing? What?
I am hopped up on Krypton dust. I am the superest. What are you, a false idol? All right, I'm nicing up. I bet you I'm so much faster. I'm Superman. How can I not be faster than you? I mean, I run all the time. I exercise. Do you exercise?
No, I just eat stuff with lots of calories.
Well, I protein charge too, or whatever you call it. Do you want to have a final race?
No.
Oh. But I paid Bruce Wayne $80 for all the Krypton dust I hopped up.
Well, why Krypton dust? That kills you.
But it's all in the preparation. And yes, it will kill me. I am hopped up, but eventually that will go away. And I will crash in a building and kill many people by crashing into it.
That's
like
okay.
what I did in my first movie. What about you, other Flash? Will you race me? Oh, did his voice go away or something? Eric Stoltz took my future. Eric Stoltz. Beware of Eric Stoltz. Oh, what's the matter with Eric Stoltz? He's really awesome in that Back to the Future Part 5.
Wait a minute. He was in Back to the Future, and there was no Part 5. Oh no, I've messed up the multiverse again. Oh no.
No! No! Ah, no! No! Ah, calm down, Superman.
Okay.
Alright. Gotta do some reps. Yeah, look at that. Look at his muscles. Yeah, gonna go do some reps now.
Okay. Do end credit scene. After credit scene. Alright, well I guess that's it for a review. I am the lady from the other movie. We heard how great you are, Ezra Miller, so we want you to join us. You want to fight me? What? No! Ezra Miller! No, Ezra Miller, no! You're going too far!
I'm going too far! Yeah!
Shut up! I hate karaoke! Ezra Miller, stop! No way to fight Ezra Miller! Everyone from the multiverse, we must come together to stop Ezra Miller! Nah, come on, get it right.
So many multiverse.
No, you cannot stop Ezra Miller.
Pika, pika.
Oh, ha.
Well, old chum, what were we here? It looks like I've gotten drunk and ran over someone who I think looks like me again. Well, how about you get into the driver's seat when the cops come?
Oh, gee, gosh, really, not again, Batman.
I gotta drive back home. Alfred needs me. Oh no, not again. Did you ever see that? In the pilot of Batman, he gets like poisoned or something in a bar. And Robin gets kidnapped. So he goes to the Batmobile and he's like, "Ugh," and he's all drunk, and a cop stops him. And he's like, "No, I gotta save Robin." And he's very drunk-like, and he's like, "No, not like that." You're right. I can't drive in this state because Batman never drives drunk.
Okay.
Remember that, kids. He only blasts Soviet conscripts.
I have the...
Oh, he's got the magic cape
I got
now.
the magic cape now. Haha, no one can stop Ezra Miller now. I'm off to Hawaii.
No.
And cut.